Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Hey, what's up, HT Nation? Hey, Zach Edwards here with another Tutorial Tuesday. I can't talk. It's still Tuesday. If you saw my video from the last time, I had a little difficulty talking. Anyways, so this week we actually have 4 questions that came up. So I'm going to share them with you really quick because I've got to go pick up my kids. Yeah, leaving them outside the school is not the best thing. So this first one, first letter is capitalized. That's what it's titled. See, right here. First letter is capitalized. Does Juliet's ability only double the strength of cards that are the leader type, or does it double the strength based on their history? Example, Cthulhu is a leader card, so her strength would be doubled. But Boadicea is a warrior card, but was a leader in real life. So would her strength also be just doubled? So just want to make sure that everyone knows the reason why it's called titled first letter is capitalized is if you look in these abilities, it does say, let's see, leader. If the word is capitalized, it means the actual topic. Now, if that was a lowercase l, then that would be any leader from history. So they could be a conqueror, they could be a leader, they could be a warrior, even an author. If they have leadership in their history, then they become grab the abilities of this person's ability. But because Juliet Gordon Lowe is not a leader, or sorry, because Juliet Gordon Lowe's card has a capital L, that means Cthulhu would get the extra strength, but Boadicea would not. So at the same time, use house rules. This is more for tournament rules, and this is how the official rules go. So I'll write the official rules in here, but as you can see, there are people that have started responding. So check out their remarks as well. Okay, going on to the next one. Okay, abilities. Choose one opponent. Okay, this one is about the Great Molasses Flood. The ability says choose one opponent's land and discard a character, but the apostrophe is after the S, which means you would choose one land from all your opponents. Am I reading that correctly? The second part is this card is an instant and twice. Does that mean that you can use again on the next turn? Or is it the two there? Because the land you chose cannot attack for 2 turns. So actually, this one says choose one of your opponent's lands, discard one of your character cards, and that land cannot attack for 2 turns. Here's the thing. This was actually a little bit of an error. It was worded poorly. What it should have been is because it was, and this image doesn't show the symbols, it should have been an I here and a 2 here, which means you can choose 2 characters, which is why the apostrophe was after the S. So you can choose one land from an opponent, but you can do it twice. So you can choose from 2 different opponents, 2 different lands, and you can separate the times. Actually, at the same time, I think it's a instant. So with an instant, you have to choose 2 of your opponents and take away their lands. So if you have 4 people, yourself included, then there's one person that you would not attack. The rest of them you would. So that is the tournament rules. Again, house rules matter in this game. So you can read people's comments here as well. See, that sounds good. Steve liked the what I just explained to you. Okay, awesome duos, Industrial Revolution cards. The pneumatic tire gives you the option to double Henry Ford's ability, but Henry Ford's ability says you may play 4 cards per turn. If you doubled that ability, you would play 8 cards per turn, but you can only have 5 cards in your hand. How do you double Henry Ford's ability? Well, great question. Actually, there are other cards that will allow you to play additional cards in your hand. As of right now, though, I can only think of one that, or two, maybe three, that give you 6 cards in your hand. So, are there other cards that allow you? Please put in the comments below. I'd love to find out. Just like in this question goes out to other players, and then let's see. What did I say here? Can you think of a way to get more than 5 cards? There is at least one I can think of. Maybe its ability that would be great in the future cards. So there's other possible abilities that we could change this to make it worded a little bit better, make it easier. Or actually, I think right here we're talking about add 3 additional cards to your hand for this turn only. So that's a great way of doing it as well. Okay, so one last one. I think this is the last one. Okay, this one is about the Code of Hammurabi. How does the Code of Hammurabi work exactly when you play the card that lowers your morale? Okay, the abilities right here says for the next 2 turns, all cards decreasing your morale are transferred to an opponent of your choice. So say opponent A attacks me. I would lose 400 morale points. I don't want to lose 400 morale points. And I have the Code of Hammurabi. Oh, I see what he means. It's an instant 2. That should be an H. Ah, yes, now I get it. So that should be an H for the next 2 turns. Well, I guess not. For the next 2 turns. No H. For the next 2 turns, as soon as you play it, all cards decreasing your morale are transferred. So instantly for the next 2 turns, from this turn and the next turn, anytime someone attacks you. So opponent A attacks me, I would lose 400 morale. I transfer that back to him or transfer it to somebody else. Now, if they don't see me play Hammurabi or they don't know the abilities of the card, then they don't know that by attacking me and trying to take my morale away, they're actually going to lose it themselves. So I hope this helps you in this Tutorial Tuesday. Stay tuned. We have a great Whatever Wednesday and also Sneak Peek Thursday. We don't have anything on Friday, but come next week, we have another set of these questions coming up. So if you have any questions, please email them to historicalconquest@gmail.com or our general account, which is general@historicalconquest.com. Either one, we'll get them to you. We'll get them from you, and we'll answer them to you and on this board. So thanks again. We'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye.